Oh my God.
Dear, master me back up. Na se nya nipa baako pɛ na ya me kai no
baby ya feel o ni e be ma ya feel rough
so no na no tumi ka no kura wo mu kira yen o nanso yakoba na say systemic victimization ba ni nyina mu no no kura ne de e baako pɛ
gaskiya guda kede
anokwale ele ko mepa ni e so chichi no wi anokwale.
By the end of the 4 years of my term in office as president, Accra will be the cleanest city in Africa. That is where we want to get to. That is the commitment I'm making on your behalf and on all our behalves, that by the end of the 4 years of Akufo-Addo's presidency, Accra will be the cleanest city in the entire African continent.
To a larger extent, because lockdown cleaning, Mami who say, President, not any dreaming, no dream, no mono, a year. Na meka, the other time, meet the press maker and say, it is on course and it is doable.
But at least not in this 4 years.
Oh.
In this 4 years,
what? It depends on what we mean by cleaning. I don't want to be philosophical, but if we have to argue out the case, I would think substantially about 85% achieved.
In terms of making Accra the cleanest city
in
Africa.
A clean city. Africa, they say COVID in 220. I'll take refuge in that. Because they say wouldn't they happen over baby. But as I sit here and think it is achieved. Say Ghana is clean.
No prayer back one shoot, one call. See no pee. No prayer back one shoot, one call. See no pee. No prayer back one shoot, one call.
And control yourselves. We all need energy to work during the elections. I therefore advise all of you to eat well, reduce your sexual rounds.
You better corruption is successful from the president to the last man or see any break. Because me me one that said that one day. You bring evidence say president be or tell Konya so you corrupt. Me one that say one day you bring evidence say president be corrupt. I will not be surprised that day. See no P.
And one everywhere.
One Ghana for me.
You try ban we ya ye bobo say wa we be na TV 3 so o catch nipa na was so na TV company for no ko John Mahama o catch and say ban de come near bufuo na to ye.
So we na we can coach na TV 3 kan. So ko Mahama na catch and say de come any bufuo and to ye.
Na asa akọ na do so catch and say e come near bufuo so no so ba no anya de come near bufuo be sa to ati.
Kan chen na do so oba na so wan hwe ni ye e come near bufuo no e de pam Mahama no. Em bi na de pam.
Wo ho nim de.
Tumfo Judi also wo hu nim de.
De wadre wo mpesika ye hwe bi o.
De wadre wa bo bread de wo mpesika de aye hwe.
Enti se kun hu na ye adwuma no ye.
Se wa ba kun hu for do Ghana hu do awo no. Fa ye adwuma na bo Ghana fo.
Edin ku an se wo pe.
Se de adro de edin ku an.
De be odin be komu sa ampase wo mampanyi bi ba na e friend na adoda wo ba ye Ghana ye.
Se de adro de hia se betima ya ade na daachi yakase o mampanyi bi ba Ghana na e friend na adoda nkwa Akufo-Addo obeya ade.
Ni pe nyina ni da so.
Ni pe nyina Ghana fo se de.
Ghana fo nyina ni da so se.
Ghana fo o mani da so.
Na so untimi nye de nyina na so ye bi mi hu so aye.
Tumfo se de bi ni nyina ade untimi nye na mum ye bi ni hu sa ampa o ba wo ye.
O de min tufo me no wo dem de am no kan.
Tumfo se we de kakra bi no kan wo de wono de dem asem.
Kakra meka no no wo nkrofo ka ho na meka che ye mfa no kra mfa mo obi meda wo nka we na kira so de wo peso ye no nko. Tumfo bi da president for P abeka kira meda.
Tumfo o se wonde do kan se o mu atwa ho hie no bo modin ne hwe o mu yie meda da wonde wati bi da o ema meka ema jiji kongonsa ema de enye no kure no sa de ne ye pon se obonten kwa na ba ka no kitikiti de akiro na wunhu de ekoso eno na hwene ye
adwuma ya de ma the report for bebro obehunu na report no nko
se mo ni na ho bi se adwuma wo de ma no ye be na report de bro de wa obonten na eno nko ti mo ni na ho pa
ti kakra me de beja wa
tumfo de ka aka wo de ono asem de enkana bonten bibre
animonyam ne yewe said the bear me din benya animonyam unim de ntia me kasa
tumfo ase
no it's never a sin that's why the general BB they on the station a chance and no cranny ya back home Mrs. Sinupi no cranny ya back home Sinupi say no cranny ya back home
see my youth we go jack up with bulletproof connected with Bismarck Brown we go tell them the truth until this weak and wickedness of our leadership in Ghana they go uproot Sinupi no cranny ya back home Sinupi, Nukrania Bakope, man, your food just spirit under control. Sinupi.
Gaskia guda kedeni.
Oh my God. Idiot, Master me Bakope. Nihu. Na se nya. Nipa Bakope, and I am a kind.
Baby, I feel, you feel rough.
So, no, to me can no queer woman try you. Nanso. Ekobane say systemic victimization. But ni nyina mu no. Sinipi. No kra de e ba akopɛ.
Sinipi. Gaskia guda keden.
Sinipi. Anokwale ele ko mepa ni e. Sua titi no wi anokwale.
Eno a na yehwehwɛ.
Eno a na Ghana for mu.
Ye to aba ne wie ya ye bobo se wawe. Obi gina TV3 so wɔka kyerɛ nipa na wɔse wo na TV companyimfo no kɔdwan mahama wɔkɔ kyerɛ nsa aba ne de kom ne abufuo na to ye.
So we na we ka ko jina TV3 kan sa ko mahama na ka chen se de kom ane abufuo ane to ye
na asa ko na do so ka chen se te kom ne abufuo so no so ba no anye de kom ne abufuo be sa ato ati
kan chen na do so oba na so wan hwe ne ye kom ne abufuo no ye de pam mahama no embi ne de pam
wo ho nim de
tumfo judi oso wo ho nim de
wadre wo mpesika ye hwe bio
de wadre wa bo bread wo mpesika de aye hwe
enti se kun ho na ye adwuma ne ye
se wa ba kun ho fo do Ghana ho do awo no fa ye adwuma na bo Ghana fo
edin ko ana se wo pe
se de adro de edin ko a
de be odin be ko mu sa ampas wo mampanyi bi ba ne e friend na adoda no ba ba ye Ghana ye
se do adro de hia se betima ya ade na daachi yakase o mampanyi bi ba Ghana na efe na adoda Akufo-Addo obeya ade
nipa nyina ni da so
nipa nyina Ghana fo se
Ghana fo nyina ni da so
Ghana fo o mani da so
na so untimi nye di nyina na so ye bi mi ehu so aye
tunfo se da bi ni nyina ade untimi nye na mum ye bi ni ehu sa ampa o ba wo ye
o de mi ntufo me no wo dem de am no kan
tunfo se we de kakra bi no kan wo de wono de dem asem
kakra meka no wo nkrofo ka ho na meka kire ye mfa no kure mfa mo obi medawo nka we next so de wo peso ye no nko Pati bida President Fopi abeka kire me da
tunfo o se wonde do kan se o mu atwa ho hie no bo modin ne hwe o mu yie e medada wonde wati bida o e ma meka e ma gigi nkongonsa e ma de enye no kure no sa de ne ye pon se obonten kwa ne abeka no kitikiti de akire na wunhu de ekoso eno na hwe ne yie
adwuma ya de ma the report for bebro obehunu na report no nko
se mo ni na ho bi se adwuma wo de ma no ye be na report de bro de wa bonten na eno nko ti mo ni na ho pa
ti kakra me de beja wa
tumfo de ka aka wo de wono asem de enkana bonten bibre
animonyam ne yewe se de be ya medin benya animonyam unim de ntia me kasa
tumfo se animonyam no hwe nya animonyam de animonyam ba ebi ka no na unim ni nyina de ntia wo kasa
nti se na de o man for twen
Sinopi, no creya bakope, one shoot, one call.
They los again singing for my too.
million miles. Started out with so much trials. Drowning right through so much stress in the system. Me like to ask from where does this stand? Believe, begin, become. What's on your heart and in your mind, only Jah know. You are the very what you see. Make me tell you so that's no greed. Oh, nyami, oh, oh, Jah guides is sure to provide. Trust and obey, Almighty alone. Only Him alone is the giver of life and strength and peace of mind in times. Face away for you, eyes away, and so. Oh, nyami, oh, 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 nyami, woman, singing for my tune. Oh, 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 oh. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, nyami, oh, oh, bibiara, be, yeah, yeah. Oh, nyami, woman, see. A million miles. Started out with so much trials. Drowning right through so much stress in the system. Me like to ask from where does this stand? Believe, begin, become. What's on your heart and in your mind, only Jah know. You are the very what you see. Make me tell you so that's no greed. Oh, nyami, oh, oh. Yo mama, yo mama, yo mama. Mochari ya suya kosre yo mama, yo mama, yo mama. Mota ya suya yo mama, yo mama, yo mama. Yo mochari ya suya kosre yo mama. Onya mi bomo, bibiara be ye. Onya mi bomo nti. where Jaja guides is sure to provide. Trust and obey, Almighty alone. Only Him alone is the giver of life and strength and peace of mind in times of war. He makes a way for you and I, so we can so. Oh, Nyami, oh, through so much stress in the system. We like to ask from where does this stand? Believe, begin, become. What's on your heart and in your mind, only Jah knows. You are the very what you see. Make me tell you so that's no greed. Oh, Nyami, oh, oh, Jaja guides is sure to provide. Trust and obey, Almighty alone. Only Him alone is the giver of life and strength and peace of mind in times of war. He makes a way for you and I, so we can so.
Si no P. Yes, Uncle Bim. See no P. And for the third time, see no P.
Gaskia guda kedeni.
Nyatepe de kakwe. No kware eye bako pe. The truth is always one. Na eye sa no kro we ab entaban so. Ena no pe ye tua ye ba. Na so nim se nyame ye no kre ena no kre ensu ye nyame. And we are flying on the wings of truth, which is God. Ghana mine, Adeshimaima, and Nano Pensumo Somfo, Bibi, Bedinchie Muham, a free stream TV GH, and the Abre Obibiara. Ghana for more Amanone, Mohe, Yejumedie, and Opay, a Chiamunina, Ernest, or a year Australia, and Opay, Yedinchie Muham at the Mount. Ghana for more Italy, in so I'm sharing our feedback. We appreciate your time. Kevin, I'll need you here. Now, we'll be biaran so more a mani di edi nokra chi makoma do nokra na mo pese nokra ene di ehene ewo ye man Ghana mu ha no obi biara wote saa no so yamawache yamakwaba eba yendwumadi eso na yesusu agidi se nyame eka mo ho odin se bibini na ahododo na uni ahoden a yebesere nyankopon ahoden amawo se ne ebe ya ubenya ahoden na onsuso watimi akwaba na ne wo se wo yede boa wo man no waye ede aboa wo man ensam bebre wo krom na yebehwe na yedi ehun komo ensam bi apiepie ensam bi so ekoso a epiepie huhu bebre wo krom na mepese Ghana ni bia wo hwe sinupidwumadie at this time oma wani da ho na oma wadwini mu so da ho make your mind day ma wani na ho na ma wadwini mu so na ho na enna kakra ye da yanimu a yekoto abai enne week pepepe yekoto aba enna kakra ya eda yanimu ya yekoto abai eniema bebre ene besie eniema bebre ene bekoso na ni ebesie ene ni eba bekoso ni nyina no you the electorate one target no in these few days aka yekwakoto aba eniema bi eba besisi enkomo bebre ba bekoso politicians ebe kasa womo ba betu niema bebregu system ni mu na wo a wo hwemi a wutie mi wo any the target of sa confusion na eba beba oman ni mu no enye ni nyina ene be confusing in some na eba beba bonten in these few days no ebi aye nokre trodo ebi susu aye bosremuka entro na ne ye nokre ene ne ye entro ni nyina no ebe free politicians ho na aba ebi be free politicians a ewa aban mu eho na che se aban a otisui ode niam ni bi beba bonten na wo mu susu a wa pre to me pe opposition so ensem bi be free wo mu so akachia ba bonten but ensem na beba bonten no enye ni nyina na ye ntro enye ni nyina na ye bosremuka ebi ye ntro ebi ye bosremuka but enye ni nyina na ye ntro ene bosremuka and these are all targeted at you the electorate wo a wo kwakoto aba 7 December ene week pepepe wo ena sa ensem a eba be hwiagu in these last days targeted. It is targeting you to either change your mind or make up your mind. But medu ho me kosa nsem ni mu yie pa eno eka me issues a ena no pay me ba be di eho enkomo ye be do sa nsem ni mu asuko na maboa wo na wo so waboa wo ho se ne be ya stories ahodo no eba politicians e de wo montro eba be hono nsem na wama wadwini mu ada ho na wama wani nsuso ada ho kanafo politicians a yewo ewo yemamu ha no empe nokre amanyofo a yewo ewo Ghana ha no womu empe nokre womu enka nokre omaniji kataso muamuaso eho pa yewo oman a yetimu a empanimfu a edi oman nanimu no womakoma empe nokre enunti me say in these last days ma wani na ho te se aboa owo na ma wadwini mu so na ho ma wadwini mu nya okesnene ma obi kwan ma onfa ne brofo ma me dada wo ma asemu eda ho a eye nokura turodo onfa ne brofo ma me dada wo ma wo hunu asemu ne se eye ntro enema bi koso nti na me ka sansemi ya kire. But don't worry, we will delve deeper into those issues. adeshimai ma Ghana ma anopei me ba wo nchen a eye Ghana sum a yesum enti na me bae na me beboa wo amo atensem bi ase me beboa wo ama niema bi ada ho fan ama wo me mpese NDC ni MPP fo be confuse wo me mpese wo mo de wo mo machinations wo mo schemes wo mo wows any one more strategies ahodo I the confusing nipa me mpesa wo be victim in these last days I will help open your eyes. I will assist in enlightening you as far as certain things are concerned. Yechia Ghana man penny Adodankwa Akufo-Addo me enka ho no mo ho ban bia wo bia wo ba pro o ye campaign onka ho onfa onko no fa umra sanso ena michia former President John Dramani Mahama enra enem se na ye wa woda na yenim framamu enra nti entimi an we show a happy birthday yesterday nti se ekwan na biedi a then we wish the former president of this republic who is also the candidate of the NDC belated happy birthday. Ejidi say o enjoy wo day no. Ejidi say nyame kan ho. Ne esre nyame ban bon so ma wo. Say ukwa wo bei wo your campaign na one Ghana ya no. Onyankopon bebo wo ho ban. And now bet politician bi akonya accident. Ochina beti a yesi we yewu. Empire ni se udi akwaniaba a wo kobai. Obi Nyankopon be yi we free. Ne ye esan ni musuo mu ne ye akwanhia onyu free mu na ono so enka won so wo ho. Na anopei metwem adwen asi ade bi so amampani akoka e wo takwa insuayem. Na michi amampani ma adwen abaso. Ghana for munim se mampani akotakwa insuayem akọ promise say ne second term ena ode prosperity any more development ebre Ghana for ayeme nwanwa na ayeme nwanwa pa me Canada. The President of the Republic is quoted to have said that yantua ba mano na more prosperity, more development are coming in his second term. Me te asem we nam say na manyofo kra mu bugana for saying politicians mu bugana for say Ghana for se mu nim by now politicians no they don't have respect for us. Our politicians have no regard, no respect for us. In an election year, they pretend to be humble. They pretend. In an election year, they pretend they respect you because they need your power. But all the things they say, and all the things they do, and the things they don't say, all go to point to the fact that they have no respect and no regard for the ordinary citizens of this country. And Kentisa, I don't expect His Excellency the President to go and say this in Takwa in Suayem, to say that more prosperity and more development are coming in his second term. It is the most unfortunate statement to have come from the President of this Republic. I know you are asking me why. I know you are asking me why. Onye nipa no onye nipa so da because yede yanu akeka nsem bi wo kromu hanom a me expect say politicians omuwure be fi nsem a wo mo aka na omo akoso akeka nsem a e kire se wo mu Ghana fo 2016 ye campaign John Dramani Mahama ekoka ne baby say afen na wale foundation ye babe build Ghana wo so sa time no MPP for a reminder John Mahama say 2012 ton and or catch the Ghana for say the NDC had laid the foundation for economic takeoff. Inti Argentina in 2016. Osanda da Ghana for say afei na wa lay foundation na obaba be build the Ghana economy e wo so. Me kan wono mu a omo fa sa asem na John Mahama kan ye no na me di gina ETV so sa time at the question the integrity of John Mahama. Say all kase in 2016 afei na wa lay foundation for economic takeoff. Ene Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo enso ka kire Ghana for say afei na wa lay foundation a oba be build Ghana economy wo so enti yento abama no biem na ne second term ena ode prosperity any development ebe bre Ghana for Ghana onyankopon ehu yen politicians imobo na se wo so obedi omano kasa achia politicians ya wuhuin omumu bie ni hono anko betime gina onyankopon na sembusa no na munti asemo a omampani Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo oka kire takwafo with a week to the holding of presidential and parliamentary elections. The president stated that it will be the perfect opportunity to show Mahama if we have short memories or not. Omampani Adodankwa Akufo-Addo call takwa nsuayem e hono kwakwa promise takwa for say ye to abama na afei no de prosperity any development e bre wo mo wan kan no nko a o say aba ye kwakwa to no next week no the perfect opportunity for us, you and I Ghanaians, to show John Mahama say yenre emfi adie. Mampeni say aba ye to the next week is the perfect opportunity for Ghanaians to prove to John Mahama that we don't have short memories. Mampeni sa asem no enkoma John Mahama nko a ekoma won soso. In fact, one kasa kra na asem no koma wo. Me pacho yeti he ya ye kasa yi. Mampeni a wote akonya so o hyeyembo bi ene agina so de to abama no. Why does the president want us to forget about his promises and only remember the negatives of John Mahama? Mampeni, 7th December is the perfect opportunity for Ghanaians to show and to prove to you that we don't have short memories. That statement goes for you as well. But why do you think we should forget about the promises you made to us? The reason for which we gave you that massive victory. And you only expect us to prove to John Mahama that we don't have short memories. You think that it is only the negatives of John Mahama that matters to Ghanaians? Ghanaians are equally interested in the failed promises that you made to us. 7th December is not only to prove that we don't have short memories and the fact that we should prove to John Mahama that we don't have short memories. 7th December must also prove to you, Nanado, that Ghanaians don't have short memories. Or Ure Fise, you made certain promises to the people of Ghana. Mampeni Ure Fi say you campaign on the back of some clear messages. And you bupon koko he chi na ye kakai promises are we ye near the tutu and niema ye hunu wa mambu mu na and sese Ghana for our short memories. Na se Ghana for ni short memories are enye niema na enye wa banda da mu nkwa na sese ye wura fie o and sese ye wura fie promises that President Akufo-Addo and then akoso na bemu. We must also prove 7th December that we don't have short memories. We have not forgotten the lofty promises the president of this republic made to the people of Ghana. We have not forgotten the fact that he promised us change and a world-class government. We will not have short memories. We will not forget that the president of this republic promised us that he was going to fight corruption in a way that has never been done in this country. We will not forget. We don't have short memories. Look, I am a 1% president, you know, a person Ghana for Kai. The negatives of Abaya and Ghana form per air nunti yakoto abetia a man overwhelming victory. And now 4 years in year, you are still referring to the negatives of that administration. But Urefi said it was on the back of those negatives and a Ghana for your money share one sa. And you think that the good people of this country are dumb? They don't understand the issues and they don't know what they are looking for. And so as for your promises and your performance in government, we will forget. But we should not forget about the promises or the performance of the erstwhile administration. It will not happen. We will remember everything you said. We will remind Ghanaians of all the promises you made. We will remind Ghanaians of the happenings in your administration. Because eyawo na yeto abanema awo. Eyawo na wo be company ye ka se yemfa Ghana nhye wonsa na wo na wo betimi steer the affairs of Ghana well. Eya no refresh. Eyawo nsemu a wo ka ye e na ama Ghana fo ato abade Ghana hye wonsa. So if anybody has anything to remember, it has to be what you promised us and how you have performed. It cannot be alone. Say 7th December is an opportunity to prove to John Mahama that we don't have short memories. Of course, we don't have short memories. And our memories cover everything. Whatever we remember will not be one-sided. We will remember the ills of yesterday and we will remember the promises you made yesterday and we will compare your promises with your performance today to prove to you that we don't have short memories. We are clear in our minds what we want for our nation. Na President Akufo-Addo oka asem we no. Na ye me wanwa kakra. President o shebo eka say in 18 months obe transform Ghana. Muntie. President Akufo-Addo ne shebo say to abama na in 18 months obe transform Ghana. Na Ghana tisika so enso so ekomo de yen. Eba ne say na president wo share Ghana for bo say in 18 months obe transform Ghana. After 4 years oba be gina Ghana for animu aka kire wo mo say yema wo second term. Na second term na wo de prosperity bebre. Second term na de development bebre. Emra na wo ka say obe transform Ghana in 18 months no. Na die na wo gina so a wo de ka sa. And now President Akufo-Addo aka kire takwa nsuayem for say ono afei na wa build foundation a oba be build Ghana economy. And so when for 2 million ma wo no na wo ka kire Ghana for say ye the 2 million ma wa obe transform Ghana in 18 months. After 4 years you are now telling us you have built a solid foundation on which you are going to build Ghana. So man pani mami busa say na ye 2 million na wo pekeke enti na wo ka kire yen say obe transform Ghana in 18 months. Enu ntia to abane ma wa na. What happened to your promise of transforming this country in 18 months? After 4 years, you are telling the people of Takwa Nsuayem and by extension telling the people of Ghana, say you have now built a firm foundation. These are politics of lies and deception. Ghana for way, and your partisanship, a kind of crash like Ghana and penny for. Because and someone na omo kana yen no mo target yen no mo kasa someone chire yen so that You be deceived to vote for them. Ya to abe President Akufo-Addo, ya to abe nyi John Mahama. So nobody should disturb me about why won't you hold Mahama too responsible. Mahama na juma wo ye say ye painting na to abe ti ano. And ye de ma wo. Enti ene don't refer me to John Mahama. Wona ukura 2 minutes esi a, wo kan say me nso kire yen. Enti won sam a wo kan ye, ene ne wo ye wa ban mu, ene nsam a wo kan e dia pre second term, ye de to nsani ani, ne abusa ye ho say, have you been faithful to us? I can't go and hold the opposition. Enya John Mahama and economy we shenensa. Budget a ye di bu o man, enya John Mahama ban and e hihye ye. Mo promises amoye ye, enya John Mahama and ye promises ne ma mo. Ghana gold, anka mo de fair japa, enya John Mahama ban na ye. We have entrusted this nation into the hands of President Akufo-Addo and the NPP. And so it is President Akufo-Addo and the MPP we must hold accountable for all the promises they made and the performance of their government. We cannot go and hound the opposition. President Bia na politician Bia obefri abemu abeka kire wo say yeah attack NDC, yeah attack John Mahama integrity. Na ye remfini mampani Akufo-Addo abeyedun sanipa no ompega na yie. Politician bi a obeti nka ono de ni nsam a woka nyina is repeating the wrongs of the NDC, reminding you of bus branding. Utie politicians are omo kai wo of NDC corruption ka hu se sa politician no opese oyi wa adwen efri ne ekoso wa ban we mu se ne be ya obekai na ano de no na wure fi ne ekoso ene na wasan kwa akoto abade ama wo mu anu nye no kure se ebisiye na enye ema Ghana for the hu abufu hyew eto abeti a wo mu na ene ebiesia e wo se ye nyina ye sori na ye ka na yanka amanwo no wo mu sesa wo mu suban da enti ye beka emfa ho ene ne ote akonya so emfa ho ene political party or power eye Ghana sem na ye ka no oman wei President Akufo-Addo bae ye mfa to mi ni nyina hye ne nsa. He appoints almost everybody. He enjoys executive power. Now, COVID-19 by president, the executive instrument called parliament, or can say, more BMP abontin, so BMP, or no 2 minutes crano. Until we will ask him the questions and would ask him to come clean on his accountability. That is what we will do. Yentimi bypassing onipa ye di 2 minutes shenensa. Ni ye de minor resources nyina shenensa. Ni etwa no ho na afi onipa ono to opposition a oni tumi oni political power oni aban sika na nya ono no obu akonta de ma parliament na de na ya sign ni ono tumi ni kwa no ho na ya konipa onkura tumi ho na ye se ye kwakwa holding responsible for what? Have we entrusted the governance of this country to the opposition? No, it is Nanado. So it is clear. Our mandate as a people, we ought to hold accountable the leaders we entrust the destiny of our nations to. So it is not out of place. What happened to your promise of transforming Ghana in 18 months? And then President Akufo-Addo akota kwa nsuayem. Akoka kire takwa nsuayem for say womo ento aba ma no nya ne second term. Na ne second term mu ansa no de prosperity any more development bre Ghana for. Onipa o hye obo say to aba ne mame na me minim Ghana deda, minim Ghana problems. Minim kwanya me de Ghana be fa so a Ghana ebe sesa in 18 months. O de mami ame, I will change this country in 18 months. Sana President Akufo-Addo ka kire yen. Eba ne sen na fe no so wa build foundation. Yen to man second term ansa na ebe hu prosperity. Ghana for where your friend no deferred development. Your friend no deferred prosperity. 4 years near. So President Akufo-Addo is admitting, say, 4 years near Ghana for whom prosperity. Yes, 4 years near ye whom prosperity. Ye whom prosperity. Or the second term one son ye be whom prosperity. Na ene ye whom prosperity. A day na chere so ochne be whom prosperity. Oni pen so share wo bo a so the prosperity bro in 18 months went me and so 18 months went me and so ya man 4 years went me and transform Ghana in 18 months went me and transform Ghana in 4 years also per second term and son went me transform Ghana and son of the prosperity are bring and son of the more development are bring. Are you surprised that anaju de suomu na bulldozers bu kwanso a yeju kwanso ama? Are you surprised? Because ye pe political power. Ye pe tumi you know. To say akeka nsem a ebegege masun. Na mibusa President Akufo-Addo san ka kire takwa insuayamfo muntie. Na hanomo midi o mampani ho yawo. Or say, President Akufo-Addo told residents of Takwa in Swayem, quote, not to vote any skirt and blouse. No independent candidates, and I'm quoting the president, no independent candidate can help Takwa in Swayem constituency. TAO, I will not work with any independent candidate. I will work with NPP MPs in my next government. I am appealing to you. I am coming to work with Mrekuduka in parliament. He has not let you down since you sent him to parliament. He is working hard there and is one of the highly respected MPs in the house. Mampeni, wama mera ho. Na wama takwa inswaye mfonso ra ho. In fact, wama Ghana for era ho. Mwati asima mampeni kachire mu. Ghana for mutie. O mampeni na ko kachire takwa inswaye mfo se. Ma omo nkoto skirt and blouse because what is that takwa inswaye mfo no omubu afu omo MP ho. Nti omo de omo ayo omo adwen skirt and blouse e no omo kwakoto. Mampeni aka kire takwa inswaye mfo se ma omo nkoto skirt and blouse bia. Na independent candidate bi ani wa obetimi aboa wo omo. Muntie. Sa asem wei akoka the same thing e wo for me na ama ma begina edi mampeni ho yawo se impapemu politics and oye no. Inyiyimu politics and a President Akufo-Addo oye no. Okojina for me na MP a owo hono oye MPP ni. Okọ primaries and amofa akweti kwan bi so eyi papa ni free mu. Na ni nyi no ho enti oso okọ independent because our support our constituency ho. MPP fu kan papa so obekọ independent kan ani ken. Na no amampani kọ for me na Ojina for me na fo nyina anim ne nananom ahemfo anim ka kire wo mo se wono oye NPP ni na woni MPP fo na ye adwuma enti se wo mo ne wo mo MP na nkasa na wan withdraw as an independent candidate ama MPP ni no anko no anko wini a development ebi ma for me na constituency da because ono oni MPP fo na ye adwuma o ka kire wo mo se MP no independent awoko no emwa wo mo MP ni independent awoko emwa wo no MP no na MP ni independent nso awoko no emwa wo ono nanado mampani akọ takwa insuayem akọ repeat the same divisive politics. President wo waswai se oba besom Ghana fo nyina. President waswai se Ghana gold no ye ton a wo ya kwan a wo nyi bi mfiri mu. President okogina independent score so akofina mu no asamu ana wo kan se wo ye MPP ni o se wo ye NDC ni o se moto abama no se manto abama no oye mampani ma Ghana na obia ye ne ma na ode Ghana empempena de Ghana japade ebe ye adwuma ma Ghana ni bia nya bi. Mo say ne mampani dada mo. And ne mampani ka kire Ghana for say or say I will not work with any independent candidate. I will work with NPP MPs in my next government. Sasama mampani kanu no. I will work only with NPP MPs in parliament. an independent candidate will not help you. What does he mean? What does the president mean? Is the president saying, say takwa nsuayem for anto abama mirekuduka. No mo koto abama independent candidate a. Ekwanya ayitakwa nsuayem for omu kwanya etutuo. Koko Rosa ye aka nsensemu development a abo wo no. Wo mo ye mistake ekoto aba e de ma independent candidate a Mampeni Akufo-Addo asema wo ka kire takwa nsuayem for ne say independent candidate ba ene development de mu hu bi ye makwan ne ye nya mammo ye nya bribia mammo because oni MPP MPs ene ebe ye adwuma na ye mampani a wo se wo be som Ghana nyina wo ye mampani a wo se wo ba be transform Ghana nyina wo gina sa asem we so e de deny for development a na wo do Ghana for munwi o munwi na nye brofo no ana nye fanfare no ana nye crowd edi obi achi eye nipa na no asem na namontuo na wode betutu nsani ani eye amamuntie wo mun nsam ne keke mu fa nkwa adwindwini mu analyze it. How can a president of a republic tell a constituency say if you don't vote for my preferred candidate you won't get development? That is what he's saying. That is what he's saying. Or say no independent candidate can help Takwa Nsuayem constituency. I will not work with any independent candidate. The president is saying, sir, he will not work with any independent candidate. And he said, independent candidates bebrebe ya epe parliament akoi. Omunkai hunu say President Akufo-Addo winia. Hey, any development, ye mamu bi e mamu fa nko mo constituency da. Enye mpapa emu. Enye yiyimu. Na chese constituency a I now understand why certain constituencies have been denied development. It now makes sense why roads be or constituencies be a yenye because MP or honomono onye NPP ni. But you see, when a chirese politicians chan tro, when a chirese mampeni or dadam muntie Takwa Nsuayem na ojina ya o kasa no. Momiambusa ena yeti hei eye NPP ni na ye MP. Honorable Mirekuduka, mini apeni pa no. I greet you well. Ono no MPP ni na ye MP o Takwa Nsuayem. Mampeni say independent candidate ba. Enya de one ne be ye adwuma. Na oni MPP for na be ye adwuma. Mirekuduka bo adwuma ama wo mo pa. Enti wo mo hwe no mo nto no so aba biem. Yembusa Takwa Nsuayem for say 4 years ni Mirekuduka be ye MP e wo ho. Development being or the bre womo I nunti mampeni ka se so ma amana say we ni biemu dia enya dia ombehu development under the NPP and under Mirekuduka in Takwa Nsuayem. What is the level of development? And now more power mpono development ben pa na mo dia ko ho see ye dada mo ya mumie mani o mampeni no or contradicting no. The so-called development now, unfair Takwa Nsuayem, if they elect an independent candidate, Nebusa say, and nay ye ka say, would a suya mampeni, and now ye ka say, Pino or ye MPP ni, development ben at the alcohol. We never say, Mamma Motiho, and a Ghana for Mamma drink quite chile, Bumbusa mo say, as someone papa came, say, see a walking, or only president, only MPP for an year Juma, ye MP, MPP ni, a dear pan in Faswa yenya. Enunti say ye yi sa MP ni fio ni akofa independent candidate ayaye ye ho ede empa monkota kwa Nsuayem na monkohwe o makwan monkota kwa na monkohwe wo mo akwan. Go and check the state of their roads. And ne mampeni e the development e blackmailing voters. Per this thing, and in Mampeni Kokano for me no. What the president is doing is blackmailing the electorates, blackmailing you, the voter. Say, Sama Mami NPP MP dia. me ne ni nya adwuma me ye NPP ni me ne MPP MPs de bebu oman no wo ye NDC ni ato wadwen mu wo ye CPP ni ato wadwen wo ye independent candidate ya you mumpo wo nya Ghana ni if you are not an MPP. That is what the president is telling us. Pacho we enya me na me bo mitirimu account ma kan ya kire. And the source is Ghana Web. You can check it. It is on all relevant news portals. Ni okoka no for me now so sa pepepepepepe. Se wonye MPP ni dia. Mampani se to adwini mu. Wan to aba ma MPP MPA. Ono oni MPP for na eye adwuma. Enti se independent candidate na mode ne beba ono onimu no ekwan ne ye cha munya bi. Asema wo ka kire mu ne obey ne second term no ano. Campaign awoye or pray in the second term. Or ye campaign ya pray in the second term no. Ni wo ka kire Ghana for no. Say ono oni MPP for na eye adwuma. Enti mu koto abama obi fufro e wo constituency ho a. No wonye NPP ni dia. Nsuo mu nya. Akwan ye nyi bi ma mo. Hospital ye nsi bi mo because nipa na osimu anamu no onye NPP ni. It is sad. Oh, eye ya Sebebianka Ghana akonanim, and especially under this president, who is coming from a party nkofo bu omo se womunim de womunim omani mra na womuti democracy ase. These are the apostles of democracy, and today they are blackmailing you the voter in Takwa Isuayem. They are blackmailing you the voter in Formena constituency. Say if you don't vote for an NPP MP, forget about development. That is the agenda for the second term. That is the agenda for the second term. And it is disheartening. It is painful. At a time when everybody is bemoaning the spate of winner takes all. Omaya yetimwa, yetuaba, ni president yi party ya. Na party 4 ehun se ye ne aba enti bibia ye dia mu ha dia NDC ye mri bi atwam a omusizi toilet ne ade MPP ba ye be ye ebie winner takes all ye ne aba bibia ye dia obi ankofie eno ti na Ghana ye nkonanim na mra mampani kasa or the change na eba no. One of the things na me susu se anka wo ba besesa wo Ghana politics mu eye politics of vindictiveness, but there be afen na ye deep no afena yashemu kina, to the extent that the president is even bold to stand in the face of electorates. Yeah, ya manu to me. Se sia ya ka say ye nye kura to me no mampani oje no ho enye. Wona mo pacho e pe ye to me ni biem. And one fa obuo amaw to the extent that wotime gina wani mu aka kire wo say wono MPP fo no ne obuo ebu oman no. Na samanto aba ma MPP MP dia. Development dia munya bida. Now, Odo Ghana, does this indicate somebody who came in for Ghana? Does this indicate somebody who truly loves Ghana and not just his party? No kreno, I was say ye ka. Emfa ho so onipa no waba kokora. Emfa ho so onipa no oya abrantie. Ghana fo amuni me. Se muni mashase na muni bebia me shase free ya. Ejuma we enye ene na me shase na enye ene ena me betu mani asi President Akufo-Addo so me under John Mahama ejuma me ye na me ye ne sa pepepepepepepepe da bia me gina me na so etwe President Mahama dwi senior ma bone ekoso na ban mu enema ekoso enye ne ye ka senior ka ni sa pepepepepe na ne ye ka no sa time na ye bo NDC achi ewo kwan omudi oman ne fa so no MPP fu na bi wa ba mu fa phone frɛ yen ebo ya ba so kire se yen no mu ne the kind of journalist that Ghana here it is na ma ba power na ye did the same measuring rod to mu ho a me pa twa mu din na mu soki na say lessons bi wo mu a mu nsua se enuhu bi wo mu a munya sa nuhu no a chopa bi wo ho mo be page Ghana for chow na munya ehunahuna munya entetentete na munya atemdidie no na ye nkwankwo ka John Mahama nko asem esan se wo mo ye NDC for na mo ba power na ye de tumi ahye mo nsa after all the big things you said na mo ehunu so a na ye din sadenti na Ghana no ye do bi mu je bi no mu ana adenti na o se ebo NDC eche mra no more power na MPP aba power ene ye nkasa muntie mu ye Ghana media Monsha Ghana media. For almost 1 year, the Jida scandal was the biggest topic running around. For almost 4 years, the Woyome matter was on the lips of every media person and every station. Worse things are happening today, and the media is interestingly silent. Yet the Saya or Maya enye ye. Yet the Saya or Maya politicians and fire serious. The media must rise up for Ghana, speak for Ghana. If NDC does something that is not good, yen can't send ye can you know. Say MPP about power. No more yeniyama enya. We should speak with the same level of anger because what we are fighting for is the common good of all. And say a time ebinumu say ebinumu di omu wa power there. Ye de anu besi omo so saa ne aka saa mo kan ye se John Mahama ne na ban omo ye corrupt mo ba ye nipa he na mo timi di omo kogina court nipa he even cases ya ye hu hwehwemu awi na report da ho a na Ghana fo nyina hwe animu sa wo ba you ba be take action be see ne onye hwe and you are still saying they are corrupt when you have not proven untimi fa ahi pa na wetime decide so omo ye corrupt ahi. And would the near coso or wabemu corruption no and no de mayenka and you keep reminding us of near coso na one enye na near coso na enye ne de mienka when they to me ni mano when na de Ghana shedensa when na ehwe na nimu se ohia bubura yetimu obeye free yeso when na ehwe na nimu se anka 18 months on transforming Ghana. We cannot be deceived and we will not allow our attention to be diverted. The issues are clear. And Ghanaians are clear in their minds. They have seen. They have read. They have experienced. And so, Sansemwe no moka, nyamo ye ne se, mu gumu amu fi mo. Omampani a wo se wo ye Ghana nyina president. Eye ne eba sen e na wo kogina ba bi ka se, wo de wo se omanto aba ma wo hu nipa ameye MPD a, umfa development nko ho. And then Ghana fan bi no MPP for nko ade a yembu oman sa ye den kabom na ye man. And look ntia make say asem we no mampani blackmail the electorate to force them to vote for an MPP candidate and they say Ghana mpempna de ne Ghana resources no yamfa share party in South. This government, Musoya Muka MPP, it is not an MPP government. It is the government of Ghana. It is the government of Ghana. Tientina ho Emma Obi Ejapade ye nyina ye dia wafa bonobo ena ochre oni wono mu ayema wo mu bie ni wo mu ayema wo mu bie na wo yo obi a on support no na wan to aba ma ne MP a wo nya bi wo to aba ma ne MP de ebe ma obi wan to aba ma ne MP a wo ye be yi afiri mu adenti na yesa adenti na ye yiyi mu siese ye ti democracy ase and ye the apostles of democracy there. Then we must allow the people to freely choose. You don't blackmail them. You don't blackmail them. You don't scare them with development. You don't starve them of development just for them to vote for you. That is not democracy. Yewo ayi democratic leaders bia omo dictators tendencies. Omo dictators, omo tendencies. Now one kasa tina sibusa say, we dey imagine say yakoto abawi a 275 seats ni nyina ye MPP dia. Imagine. Opre ena man to aba ma no na mokoto aba ma independent dia. Enya dia mo behu development. Opre no se sesa MPP fon kwa kogu parliament ho a wo mampani. One kasa otibu abebu asen. Oman ne bekoso. That is the essence of true democracy. Allow the people to freely choose. So what's the way juma power takwa nsuaye mu dia? And then na ensesa wo blackmail you obi o. Ensesa wo development in huna obi o. Allow the people to vote. If truly you have worked, if truly you have worked and you claim to have worked, why you adwuma na? Anka me expect a president to call takwansu ayemu no. Oba yo say mo kwan we John Mahama wo ho na kwan we tutu. Me ba ye won si abeyi kwan na mamo. No a kire ekwan foforo. Ekwan ye wo takwansu ayemu nyina ya ye ni nyina in 4 years. Yesi we, yesi hospital wa ha mamo. Ya ye we mamo. Ya ye we mamo. Nanka wako jina ho, then you point to your records and your achievement. No way jina no so aka say, eno te na me se monto aba ma mrekudu ka no sanko parliament because yes aba be to aso ne development mu man. When timi am point to any single thing na maye water kwa nsu ayemu. All the president went to tell them, and they said, me MPP ni me ni MPP for na be ya adwuma. Enti monto aba ma MP no mokotoma independent dia. Me ni MPP for nkwa na ye adwuma kasa kwa yes mo no ye mfi mu. When timi anka ne wayo shebu message a wo dia ko Ghana for anim se ento aba ma wo. You couldn't point to your own achievements. You have resorted to blackmailing the people. It is sad. And civil society organizations are more interest in what democracy mu. You must begin to speak against as someone mampeni to Ghana for Timuno. We must begin to speak against it. He is the president of the Republic of Ghana. It doesn't matter who is an MP for a constituency. Those people deserve development. And you cannot deny them development on the basis of the fact that say they did not vote for your MP. Not just say, to me, I will pay yes, some second term, you know, you for 2 million mao. Not just say, be beyond MPP, me boa. Na Ghana mre. Mube wiye mamambu amube kono. Na mo de my okay. Na Ghana bre. Sana moka. Ghana for open your ears, open your eyes, and make your mind day. Ora Martin ABK Amidu baby a wo bia michiao. Eja migidi so ho ye. Matise ese obi ase no message say wo ye tani aboa o se den keka nsɛmfo saa. Intolerance. Na anu ya mu heli Martin Amidu. Na anu ya mu bom ampani abaso wa choose the right person. One mo adwin hia e wo corruption ho. All of a sudden mo sending the text messages di natem oye tani aboa oye de ende enso mo vice president sebe preduasa so no so ye tani enti eye obuo na mu ni emma no fofo anase den oso onipa na sending the message no o check ye no ye fe no nanabi nso ye nim no so se enye ono sending message bia to Martin Amidu yo yate Nanabi kro no send this messages no to Martin Amidu say oye tani aboa no saa Nanabi no saa Nanabi no kan saa asem no onyankopon ohata soro ohwe no na onyankopon owo akwaniasa bebre a ode fa so a otini pa so haban owo akwaniasa bebre a ode expose nipa. Na me, I will only wait and see. Ora Martin Amidu. Me catch them say, obe responde. Bidi kan catch ban say, asembia obe kan in response to Martin Amidu resignation edwene ho kwa akire. Na ne ode beba no. Enye no kra obe kasa. Enye no kra obe kasa na obe chire mu. Ampa. Ora na kasa. Na anu nsɛm a executive secretary to the president etwero no brofo tintintin ede beto abonten anankofo this is a befitting response. I told you the president will respond. Mo kan nsɛm bebre bi begina ha dwudwa mo nsɛm ni mu ekire the hypocrisy in that response because you picked and chose aspects of Martin Amidu letters are watchro to the chief of staff and to the president. Aspects are elbow mampani abaso and a mujine hononqua and a modecas no be our bomb mampani abaso ye denkas will interfere. Monswa, you didn't give us the benefit of and someone no cancer no be praising mampani. Mo peke and I'm kasieni and I'm the betuja. Martin Amidu say President Akufo-Addo peddle lazy falsehoods. Lazy falsehoods. Or say response
Mode bar to his resignation no. When he was executive secretary, either some kind page 1 and a mujanya can to ho, and a man can cry. Because was a kamoto mobo kan ya, and kamuba wunu say, and near my wunu about a Japa deal no. A grievous, a serious suspected acts of corruption and corruption related issues. Man kan kwechire enti mo response amode baaye no eye ni asma Amidu kano no. He describes the president's response to his resignation as a lazy falsehood. Ochros a 64-page corruption risk assessment report. Osemo ankan kodu akire enti na mo kan ya mo keken. Amidu san kase, and I quote, or say, I shudder to think of the impression being created to the domestic and international community that this dear country of ours, Ghana, is now being run on autopilot. Mampeni, asema Amidu kanfa wo amamwo hunu no. Emri beni ese bus driver ena order. Mokai. Emri bi ese bus driver bi da. Ani aka se bus driver no kra ye ma no coffee. Na ye ma no coffee a obe jinja no ho na watimi atwi bus no. Enne Amidu se wote hono mu a eye na wo suro mpo se wo be dwindwin the way a Ghana for any omwem wa manone ehunu Ghana because Ghana no amambuo na kwa ese eda autopilot. Wini autopilot. Pilot to ni plane. O tu plane wie na o take ni level. Na wakwa du baabi a otimi mia baabi na plane ankasa air fly because wa lucky plane coordinates into plane ni ne kwan onam so to the two autopilot a on ha no ho so steer mu en control biem plane na ekọ no pilot osisa e na Ghana amambuo nu akwakoye me president to the extent say me hunu sa nema we wono na wa ben president a one president aye several meetings in some of the meetings kwa one president ne pe e na wo ho se Amidu abeka asem we a migina ha edi na chinya enye yie because mini bases ne grounds bia be de beka ne sa. We have the benefit of Amidu corruption risk assessment report. We have the benefit of Kenoforia's test response to that report. We have the benefit of Amidu's resignation and his reasons. And we have the benefit of the president's response and his reasons. Today, Amidu has come back to clarify the issues. On what basis? And Amejina Waka say, so our country is on autopilot. I can't. Because I find a lot of the defense are Mampeni Modiaba lacking a lot of clarity. Now, Metwaso, Mamuenka, Ora Amidu, no cry back pe. Oh, media ya na mejidi say you don't need to insult to make your point. Aya, sana mihunu. Udi obi atem say o de ma wo argument are stronger. No, it doesn't make your argument stronger. It rather makes you look bad. Nti misusu sanka na response no de bae no. Nanka o say language no o toning it down. Because sebiemu mampani na oni nanya Ghana for na eba be kan. And some na wo ka omuni words ni bia wa use no are very offensive. Nti media nka misusuemu no nanka nsese u use certain words ne vocabulary bia edi atem because it doesn't make your point stronger. Etoda bi kura atem didie no na ye ba be di ho achinye na asem na eda ho pa no ne enka biem. Nti media misusu say his response is harsh, not a bit harsh. His response near harsh. He could have toned down the language and still made those points, and it would have made sense to well-meaning Ghanaians. Now, Amidu, nensemini be anything. Or say, enya no kreda. Say,
mampani executive secretary churobro for the buy say adentina Martin Amidu kasi entua ne salaries na sika aban edi agu na accounts mu no na egumu ye den say mudi sika to office of special prosecutor accounts mu so Martin Amidu has no basis to come and say yentua ne salary aheya na begina ye na me busa say enti mo a mo wa aban mu enne sa na mo ye madwuma se aban sika bia ye de ma wa ye to ni din se sika ne ye de ma na ye for salaries a ye indicate say we ye for salaries ye de sika ne ma na ye for fixtures and fittings a it is named so sika na mampani nka se omudi to office of special prosecutor account mu no se sika no na ye sika ben ye mfa se sika ne nye den begina ha busa se enti mu wa ban mu no chese sika gu accounts mu a se egu accounts mu nti ne mu hia bia no ne sema koyi sika ni bi na mode akoye na mu nim se eye oman sika na oman sika nso ye to ni din enti sa na mode ti aban mu ana ene nya me wanwa se etete corruption e wo ba bia because Martin Amidu response to salary in Semono, it makes a lot of sense to me. Ghana for you see, don't be fooled though. Oh, mama partisanship me MPP ni enti information minister bekano eno na no kre. Me MPP ni enti MPP communicator biti radio so kano eno na no kre. Oh yes sir, you are being lazy minded. Oh yes sir, na yembu wadwen. E wasa wo ma adwen ne ye adwuma o ka asem no wankasankasa fa ko adwendwini mu busa say the fact say obi eye chief director of a ministry ye de sika ato ministry na account mu nti se bosomi aso na controller entua ministry staff ne ka director no nkoyi sika na that ministry na account mu na ofentua salary sana bampani pa kire se Martin Amidu nyo in president in response to Martin Amidu issues about salaries near president imply ne say ye the sika to office of special prosecutor account mu into why are you complaining see into our salary near mampani ka kire Ghana fo nyina ne say wo ya aban adwuma na wo da aban adwuma bia no na sika gu agency na wo da no account mu a na yentua wo ka akoyi sika ni bi fatua wo ho ka sa na mampani e ka kire Martin Amidu na sa na o ka kire Ghana for enso so ye nyina ye nim Ghana mra a ente sa onipa bia ye fa wo adwuma mu a wo appointment letter no ye copy to certain people wo appointment letter no ye be copy ama managing director copy ye be copy na HR e wo copy ye be copy ama accounts and finance omusu benya copy of your appointment letter nyentia ye copy finance ne account for ne say ya fa wo adwumam eye wo mo na ye o masede se omutua wo ka nti ye ma wo mo a copy of your appointment letter na oma create won so account abosome so a ye de betum ya ma wo mo a copy of your appointment abosome be so o pay emma md ni ntimi nkofa sika free company na account mu so otua wo ka eye account for asede se omu no mbetua wo ka nti Martin Amidu se muntie Martin Amidu asema wo ka ne se sika musi na da office of special prosecutor account mu a musi muntua meka na adenti na SS ka ne da mu no mo de me appointment letter na ema me no mo copy vice president and mo copy assistant controller and accountant general to be specific accounts mo copy chief internal auditor na mama me appointment letter na ma copy controller and accountant general's department controller and accountant general's department nso ono na otua aban adwuma yefo nyina ka including the president controller and accountant general ono na otua aban adwuma yefo nyina ka enti obi a oya aban adwuma bia ye fa no adwuma mu the correct and the right way samora ni appointment letter controller copy e wo so ayama controller a copy of that appointment letter say ya fa nurse ni we enti fi ne ko utua salary safa ne ka ho osemo ma me letter no ma copy controller enti aba ne saying na me fa control achi na sika amodi ama me se me fa running office me nkoti bi fentua me ho salary ene me deputy salary won huni me de kro no ba ma hunu kwan ya politicians efa so use Ghana sika. The president was indicating to Martin Amidu indirectly that once there is money in the Office of Special Prosecutor account, he shouldn't have complained of lack of salaries. He should have just taken some of the money and paid himself. Do you know what would have become of Martin Amidu if he had done that? We would have said he has misappropriated public funds. It could have also been said he has misapplied public funds. It could have even been said that he has embezzled public funds. This is what politicians do in office. Omo fa mra nya adwuma sika ne da ho nkwanti a yehia bibia ye ne be use and no na de corruption ba, and it clearly feeds into the mentality of our politicians from what the president said in response to Martin Amidu's salary issues. Emma brofu bia obi beka in an interview to cover some way fool you. Sit down, ask yourself critical questions. Martin Amidu said, the man he trusted and respected as the Moses of anti-corruption turned out to be the mother serpent of corruption. Or say, when I met the president on 23rd October 2020, I received the shock of my life when he, the president, demanded that I took no further action on the Ejapa royalties transaction anti-corruption assessment report for another week. That was when it was divinely revealed to me that the president whom I trusted so much for integrity only looked like the innocent flower of anti-corruption, but he was really the mother corruption serpent under the innocent looking flower. Sa asemu Martin Amidu aken. Mampani. Se wonam kromu a udin ba ko no no. Se wonam kromu ne ya amanfo kan no. The mother serpent of corruption. The mother serpent of corruption. Edin we wan hwe na wanye mfiri so a ebeka. Because onipa na o kan asem no. Osena one wo mienu na na ewo office. Na mini hobi. Wo a wo hwe me, you were not there. You and I were not there. Martin Amidu say, na owo jidie mapama president. Na owo respect my president. Or say, o mampani Akufo-Addo. Na ohunu say ono ne the Moses of anti-corruption. Samuni Moses, what it stands for. Moses ena ekoji Israel for every Misrim. Inti sa time no ya agenkwa. Ono ena okokun ye ekoyi Israel for anim every Egypt. Inti Martin Amidu say corruption ayakun ogana ha ye nhunu su nyina. Akufo-Addo ba ya obo ni din so me special prosecutor. In fact, the Akufo-Addo ankasa before obebo no Martin Amidu din no. Na Martin Amidu nim say ono na obaba beje Ghana every corruption mu into a friend the Moses of anti-corruption sa any obuo any mpempenso a opeja President Akufo-Addo do ye. Now so say aba. They say there nensesi form. Martin Amidu say nesia film. Because on 23rd October, mampeni friend no call the office. Waye na juma wie. Waye na corruption risk assessment report. Achira woni ewo hunu nyina. Na bra odi bre wo no. Odi bro for the benefit of your office. Wan fam bre wo say me de bro na wa kire me nya nya biem. Because I know what I'm supposed to do. Or the report to ne bre wo on fair grounds that as President of the Republic, it is at your instance ena ejapa di la ko parliament. Na se ma fra kire na ma hwehwem na ma hunu bribia e wo se me de ma wo se ne be ya wo ministers no prepare documents dia ko parliament a wo be hunu loopholes e wo mu na wa hwa ma the right things are done. Enti ode ma wo se hwemu na en guide o wan mo amukan e wo mo letter ba akumu se wan posi ade ne guide. Enti Martin Amidu did not give the corruption risk assessment report to the president as a conclusive investigation. He gave it to the president to guide him when he's dealing with his corrupt ministers, when he's dealing with ministers one more epekronoa. Sa nyama na wo hunu no ebe guide the president no. Now my president no I ensure said they will do the right thing. Now oman shocheni Ghana. Instead say president be Friday no as a guide. Now African no foriata masa ade wey na special prosecutor hunu. Na ade no mo de ko parliament ni say na mo ka kire me. Na de na wo de data bank abem. Data bank ade bem na nu so free. Data bank e no bem. Ade na mo de letters ko PPA. When declare Mirana company kra mo de first list ko na Mirana account time ben na Mirana bem. Special prosecutor say we ni wo hunu. Ade mo pese mu gu ma ban no. Mo pese mu gu Ghana. Corruption ya kon ya bai. Enti mo nsuo bribi mfiri mu ne yenye ye ne mayie. Martin Amidu say or de report ni bre wo na sa na nanka o hwese wo begina report no so na wo de aye na wo de akasa kire o ministers. Na emomu no o prevail upon him. O ka che ne say unua ade no wo so ba be release to the public no maka twen kakra twen. Mo de ma me 1 week na me hwe kwan ya me fa so adile. O se sa ada no no. Ena onyankopon bie nani o se it was divinely revealed. Onyame bie nani onyame yi kire no sa ada no no hu se o mampani Akufo-Addo tie brofo no o se that was when it was divinely revealed to me that the president whom I trusted sa ada no no nyame yi kire ne se o mampani a wo gini die o se owo integrity bebre no sa ada no no hu se he only looked like the innocent flower of anti-corruption. Uhuna, osi uhuma mpania. Uhuna nisu. Uhuni se papa we die. Ompe corruption. Uhunu president at the moment when he be born nesuna na wohu an anti-corruption flower. Wohu an anti-corruption fighter. You see him as an innocent flower of anti-corruption. Where Asama Martin Amidu can a depot. President Akufo-Addo was sold to us as an incorruptible president. No be oye incorruptible. It simply means to say, oh no, we ye ne den on timinya corrupt. We ye den o trekino. We ye den what the juicy sikaba we chumu time. There is no way obetimi aye corrupt or ye incorruptible. Or say, uhu president uhu nusa innocent flower of anti-corruption. And truly, Ghana ha mampani Akufo-Addo oba na obia susu se papa we the corruption ye wonpe. Na obia resolving his heart to say baby ani age adu na no krote kokko so kra kan say baby a wadu wu mpesika fo bibia dimpa na wo se wopa. Enti in fact papa no ba no na obia hunu no say oye anti-corruption person or obia won pekro no on so on katakata so on muamua so. That is how he looks. He looks like an innocent flower of anti-corruption. One fancy ho or say but he was really the mother corruption serpent. Innocent flower. Mother of corruption serpent. Mother of corruption serpent. Kronumu or war bad time. Corruption mu or war bad time. The Martin Amidu can know. Wasi papa no huna. The name kama serious to the biswa we look serious as if say ba wo be obi obey corrupt bia obi yine free wo omma obi akra so sane ma no so. He looks like that because that is the demeanor he carries. He creates the impression around himself or no dear on so corruption so on pen nonsense omma obi amba me adama in Ghana sa na onu amu no ye corruption or wo mu ba time otete flower na chitio ose uhu no first a flower na abehunu ti esema matena meduka ose so uhu mampani Akufo-Addo a eye flower innocent flower of anti-corruption na abehu but there be flower ni mu no owo bi hye flower ni mu eye ono ni mampani no ono ni the real mother of corruption no. Don't look at the flower owo bi hye mu na wan hwe yie owo friend wura na woni mu a onamu anu akaw. The description of Martin Amidu of our president regarding corruption is disturbing. And me expect say obi from the government will have to talk to this matter. I was say President Nankasa otimi eyi ono ane ho ano. I was ansem because Martin Amidu has been direct. In some way, direct to the person of President Akufo-Addo. In some way, it directly hinges on the image of President Akufo-Addo. He was not talking about anybody else. He was talking about President Akufo-Addo because on 23rd October, according to Martin Amidu, he was in his office with him. And adia wa ye ni asemo wa kan emma nyame bie nani mane hu se sa nanka me ya ye me hu jimini meje papa idie sa na enye ono ankasa mu na corruption ekoso nyina no oye ne batan na ode ne toto owo ho monko Proverbs na monko hwe ne Bible kan fa owo ho. The snake is a canny animal or a canny owo onye straightforward owo onye straightforward ne nante akura kire o say oye libilibi labalaba owo suban no owo ye canny owo unhu intentions sa na owo tie unhunu owo intentions or ko baabi kura unhunu sa ha na opa akọ because odiniti ko bankum no odiniti abanifa no odiniti akọ enti unhu se ni bankum na wokọ ananifa na okọ owo. The serpent is cunning, and Martin Amidu likens our president to the serpent. Jack, it is not palatable. Enye mampeni sa tag we die emane nka wo so emma sa tag we nka wo so corruption mother serpent emane nka wo so e wo se wo beyi wo ho ano wo ho because enenam krom people have started calling you by that name already on social media. Enenam se woni corruption mu owo ba time na che se wawo awo bebre. There are so many serpents of corruption in government who are cunning, who are not straightforward, who are libi labalaba, but oyo won kwa de oya ka obeka o. O say sa corrupt people na wa aban ni mu nyina no wo mo maame ba time pa ene mampani. I didn't say this. Martin Amidu said it, and he said this based on a meeting he had with the president. You and I were not there, so we will need the president to really come and explain what transpired in that meeting. Ebema Martin Amidu, I liken him to a serpent. It is not good. Sitting president, there be Ampany, we want be kan hu bibi ebe ha adwene papa because the president was sold and branded as an incorruptible personality. He himself, on several occasions, indicated to his appointees to go to the private sector if that is where they want to see money. Mampani, yes, assembly ba. Assembly riba. Oh, Ghana mampani ujina bia wohe. Asem kesie bi riba Ghana oh ebe bobo ha Ghana yes Ghana be woso muntie enyame na kase Ghana be woso yes Ghana ebe woso na mother of all scandals bi beba. Yes the mother of all scandals eba be si na we e de me ko asemu a me hya ase ekaye ye share program ya se me catch us say ye bedu ho na me domo suko yie ama wate nsem na se Ghana for ene ye juada ene week ye koto aba anopei mati information minister Kojo Pankroma on a number of stations okasa wie ya na wakwa ni afre no na wakasa ho ni afre no na wakasa ho and someone were nam stations here walk nyina ne say in these last days to election or say NDC for eba be to fake news bebre agu system ni mu or say NDC for the fake news bebre na eba Ghana ha na fake news no it is to discredit President Akufo-Addo or say afen so yebehu fake videos na yebehu fake documents in these last days na obo media for koko asanso abogana for koko say sa fake news no eba ma obia entie na ma obia empembua na ma obia enjindi sa adekro ni nyamae Ghana for muntie mi yie the so-called fake news Minister of Information kan ho asem no enyamae ade ne mayo enso minister na di kan alebo no as fake deda ayese akwala ya ade ofie nkwala mienu esusu no waye bibi mese mama ba meka na wapa mechewa se mama nka na ye mama ba afia ohun se ma ben me mama ma me ye meka ma na unuana ka obwa me nka hwe benka hwe ntide na ose meboa ebi na Kojo Pankroma yi ebi ana Justice Anan of Netu TV oye obi enenam waye video eno denenam social media say fake news bi ba be hate the news market na osi news na eba be hate news market no it will bring a tsunami into the NPP na ebema NPP aban akọ for life support asem we nyame na make kan o eye NPP journalist Justice Anan ene ka asemi o say story be eba be hate the news market na sa story na eba be hate news market no sa story no eba be shaky NPP for ama ansha this government would need life support enye me ena maka efri ni efi na eno sa video ni mi hu na nra anopa we nsusu me drive ya ba adwuma me tie radio me ti Kojo Pankroma wa ha ena fake news bi beba mamuntie mamunjindi media for bo mamani na ho fake documents bi beba mamuntie media for bo mamani na ho ana me say na nkamo ma de ne mbra na obia ehwe bi no no en decide say obeje dia na ma wonji ni e adekro na mo ka no emaaye ade ne maaye Ghana for yenim adekro enso ye ka che se ma ye njindi even before the thing comes abai mu krofo ka che se ma ye njindi now doesn't that tell you say they have something to hide? Doesn't that tell you say they have something to hide? Mu na mo kwa nenam na mo se mu ma ti say video bi beba ma ti say story bi beba na story ni begu o president animu ase story no but Justice Anan tape no mame me pese me kan bi ahye na no bo mame obi anti ono akasa.
Good evening, listeners and viewers. I am Kweku Anan and I'm a journalist. Barely 24 hours, there's a video in circulation by myself. And this video is particularly talking to the New Patriotic Party communication machinery. to beware of an impending tsunami soon to hit the news market. And I've made an emphasis to this particular stories, call them fake stories, which of course these stories would hit the news market and will make the government of the NPP completely out of place. A story that would hit to make the government certainly would struggle, or if you like, a moment that they may need a live oxygen to survive, meaning that they're going to hit the iceberg. So our story Stormway in the air. Now I'm saying Medessa footage in about 110. Enipa bebree, the pushback is huge, demanding to have a heads up of this particular story coming, or this impending storm, if you like. Now, Aimre, because of the pushback, I been necessary say, yade story no, ehum prepare kakrabe 2 years, nama obiaso adano hoso. But then, I will not be quick to give detail of that story until the story itself we call the fake news a better form. Number one, stories in the air basi. There were aya arrangement anytime if by this footage we now more man some madrinia. A video recording ever hit the news market. You know, simply to seek to suggest to say the president, His Excellency Akufo-Addo, akwa bribe. Na sa footage we a donation a donation ediama president. Na sa footage ne no womo ebe dane narrative ne per the narrative ya memede ma we no. In that footage no and our video na ebe ba bonte no enye the same narrative. Nemum they will change the narrative to suggest that yes, obi akwakoma President Akufo-Addo a bribe to as it way maintain somebody in his office. And a bium video no munso be to say nipa no this donation and na bribe the come president no hu nipa and there was a government agency na agency be well na mema mo hesa e be to my Minister of Agric, e be to my urban roads any na sa footage munso wo mu state amount no say 40,000 Ghana cedis na now baby say into man penny into 40,000 so here ye nyo bi ma or man of 40,000 into no anka sample 40,000 abon one. But we any nyoma akoso wo minimum Ghana for ye mu binimo ye kasetia abra abrante bi a ye friend announce areme your announce sorry wo maimu for more than 15 years original Ghana has said ebra onone narrative no opeso ochire Ghana ni bia say we ye corrupt no is when Anas would take a camera, fix some buttons and go to people and film envelopes and film giving money to people, and then he'll portray that video as a what the bribe movie. And ne abeye nyina so MOB disa adeno ede baby di President Akufo-Addo just around the corner as the countdown today remain 9 days to go to the polls. The second story, and also ever hit the news market. A gentleman, personally myself, quick, have asked that individual some questions some time ago, and there hasn't been answers yet. A Branty Efeno, Manasseh Azure Awini.
Yo, a Branty ya, Osheni video, your friend Justice Anan. Oya Juma on Net2 TV. And me. Ena me kase video bi beba o abrantie ena ababontin abeka se story bi beba na ono describe story no as a storm. Who describe story no as a storm but you still call it fake news. Yate media I have adopted the wait and see attitude. I want to wait patiently and see for myself whether the said story is fake and answer is real. Mepacho Wikipedia say fake news false or misleading information presented as news. Fake news. A false or misleading information presented as news. And not any Wikipedia definition of fake news. It's Ghana for me person moya de bi mame. Mem pre wo ho enka se information minister kan wo Oman FM. Information minister kan wo Neat FM. Information minister kan wo OK FM. Ana wa kan wo Peace FM. Say story bi ba na eye fake. Enti ono edi kan ka se story ni ye fake nti. Wo wa ye wadwen say ye fake. Wo yes a wo di wo ho abro. Wo yes anso a adwene na Nyankopon de tu wutiri mu no. You are disrespecting that mind and you are not putting that mind to work. Me patrol, enti na ma share defining what fake news is to you. Because me person me no mienu nyina. Ye twen na story ne ba. Moma yemfa the definition of fake news. Entun sene ani ni ahwe se sa story no eye fake ana enye fake. Men man your politician bi aka won mi di kan ka kire o nkwala mienu am ofie ana ba kwakọbọ ne maame hwiase amo obo ade ni wieye no ana obo ne maame those days parish bowl obo ne maame parish bowl wie eno ne ni nua nyina ka se asem no omo nka nkire omo maame omo di besie ana ne nua no eye bibi na ne nua ne se ma ba meka o so menka wo de minyame na mo amema obi menka enti we na ye maame ba fie ye maame ba ye nyina na etumrika kwehia no maame o denden awa atu ena maame ni ewura adem mehwa ne se menua no ma ewa me se oboa menua ne nso nka hwe o onka se ma ye bibi onka se bibi asi ne onka ya ne se ma minim nia ma ye nti me pese me sai me maame adwen na ne nua ne be ka fa ne ma ye no ho no me maame njindi enti before me nua ne be ka asem a ma ye kra no me se ma oboa woni wade a wo maame ye badwen bo be ye ka wonu tum kwaku eda asem na ya so oboa no ka sa na tie ne information minister eye na no pay ene ne justice anan ye na nra o de circulate ye is exactly what is happening. Yen yetie baby yen ti bibia ne beti ni say information minister say fake story bi bo na mamu njindi justice anan say fake story bi ba na it is a storm fake story a storm ameka so be ka say a story bi ani nyina so story we dey wo say a storm na ebema MPP government akọ life support but yet you still call it fake news ye ati ye betwen Ghana for me di kan admonition mo say enye label a politician bi di beto asem so ene wo say wugidi because unso wo ye badwemba wadwen ye adwuma wasoti asem wani hunade na enye obi ena ebedwene amawo ema obi enye analysis ema because onipa no onim nyansa nchen wo tiemiye medical culture say in these last days I agree with the information minister say a lot will be thrown into the news market. It be a fake, it be a genuine, it be a old ayare hashi. All these stories will be thrown about in these last days. I agree with the minister. But I disagree with the minister when he goes ahead to tell you to discard those stories and treat them as fake, even when those stories have not come for us to assess. Na se mo bu Ghana for, na mo nim se Ghana for dwene kwa akire, na mo nim se Ghana for eye deep thinkers, na mo nim se mo bu Ghana for se Ghana for de ye nim dia. Ana mo nim so se story ni ye fake dia. Eni ade ye fake dia se ton no ho. Wo minister, wetimi ahu sa de fake. Na adenti na me without your help, me de me ntimi hu se fake. Wonim nyansa chen me, ana wo ti fake na se chen me. Ghana for muntie mi ye na enye opposition for nko a ene to fake news gukrom abam nko so ema fake responses enti muntie Yes, be a fake, ebeba. Eba. Munsuma mumma obia emfa entro eni nada en convince mu se ade na aba ne ye fake until one kasa wa hwe na watumi analyze na wahu se ampa ade ye fake and sana waja to mu say fake. Politicians are like serpents. They are cunning. They are cunning. They are sly. Omo ye nadafo. Ade no maye hu ye. Ye ti krom ha ye hunu video bia. Ye ti krom ha ye hunu story bia. Mo na mo se story bi beba. Menim se mo hwe story ni dedade a. Se mo hu story na enya mo fambra na Ghana for hwe. Na nka mo amo de story na ba. Mo de story ni ba mo say fake story na ye si eba no enu nie ye na ye dia ba ye fake nti ye pese mu nyina mo hwe na mo hwe ntro a ye di. Na nka ye nyina ye hu so ampa ade de fake. Na story ni ma ya obi ehunu story no obi anim ne fa story ni fa ho obi ehunu nipa kro wo story nim minister the na radio station kai say bribi beba na bribi kro ni ye fake enti media for mamo so media for momamani na ho Ghana for mamo ngintum ade ni ma ye enti den na musuro if ade ni ye fake ade na musuro ade ye fake die I was saying na yetimi hu say fake because yen ko ba bia krom ha ne yete na mame mbusa enti mampani ayampa se bibi wo ho sa se allegedly wakwaje bribe na oh but na say President Akufo-Addo there mo so ye incorruptible. Would the president take a bribe? Bibuso, would the president ever take a bribe? I never expected the NPP to do what they are doing. I thought, say, there were smart people around. Omo jini kwa chire and bibia omo ye bia no. Omo be jini and one repercussions. Mampeni, will you be cheap to take 40,000 cedis bribe? Will you do that? And did you take any bribe? Mibusao, I'm only asking. Now, Justice Annan in his video is telling us, say, sa story na eba no, ana video na eba Ghana for beheno. Sa video no, one more year story no, asesa the narrative. Now, ono narrative a wadi amane say, Sikana a wolf so-called video ni mu a allegedly omo de koma president no say sikano na eye donation. So it is true say obi koma president sikana. You know be me they talk this thing. It be MPP journalists they talk am. It be the Minister of Information who they jump from one station to the other. They talk say some fake news they come. So make we no mind that news. Meanwhile, we within this country, we don't see any news yet. But the people where they carry this country, they talk say some fake news they come. Make we no mind the fake news. Justice Annan is telling us, say, the narrative in the story, and it say, omo de sikebi kwache president, a donation, and na omo de koma president. And na omasesa narrative ni say obia koma president bribe. Na a donation dia say dipa no call president wo no obeka ne mission a kire ne nti obae. Ene munya Ghana fo ne nyina ye hwe video no na ye decide e. Ade na mo force nsem hye ye kon ho. Ade na mo force wa say video a Ghana fo nyina hwe ye. Ma ye ngi video ni ndi even before it comes out. There must be something somewhere. There must be something somewhere. Adenti. So, Justice Annan is telling us that indeed somebody donated some money to the president. Now, Pacho, we are sitting president. Do you take donations privately? We are sitting president. Are you allowed by law to take financial donations privately? Anna. Donations for what? Omu donated sika so fanya den. What cause were they donating to? And when was this donation done? Media me se me train video no. Me pese me hwebi ansa na makasa. Na me pese Ghana fo nyina anso nya abotre. Don't be quick to believe in the information minister. Don't be quick to believe Justice Anna, because Ghana ha yenim the way our politicians womo ye omo niema. Yenim in futura ye tugu ni penny. We know how they are able to muddy the waters to create confusion in your mind. So I am saying, media ye me dempo say, ahead of whatever video they say is coming, they themselves are telling the people, say, video be ba president, yes, wakwaji bribe. Ghana for mufantu mutirim, yes, video be bebo, na video ni muno, obia koma president bribe, send ye be ya, onipa no ye nyinadi. I am patiently waiting to see that video. And Pacho says that video ne ba nyabotre ehunu bi paint yo nyabotre to bu ne hwe video media me nyaya me wo headphones akakraka bi eno na me de be hwe bi phone mu na ma dia sima so se ne be ya meti every word in the video na metie narrative no ne Justice Anane kan se ne obi kan se esie ene ne esi e wo video no mu ne bo abura or say the narrative is not the same as the act taking place in the video. Enti video ne ba to obo ase ne tie fakọ adwendwen mu ne wo te se o mo ka no tie ne yie ne fakọ adwendwen mu ne fa toto ne Justice Anan kan ho ne fa toto ne opon kroma ka se eye fake news na eba no fa toto ho o wie a emma politician bi emma me kirekire mu nkireo because ne ekoso no wote ase dia na ne ensese wo bi na kirekire wo mu wote ase a te ase se ne obeti ase no fa and make it your opinion, because we will not allow politicians to force us to believe what they want us to believe. And we will not sit and allow politicians to label what they claim to be fake when we have not had the benefit of seeing it. And away see we when na akoka asem we akire no. When na akoka asem we akire no. A obeji wadie. Say akwa bi ba ha, akwa na oba no oye kronfo nti oba mompam no. Na onsusu because ya kache o say nipa ne kronfo nti oba ya sue kwe. You don't even give the opportunity for the person to even talk. Onte na no kasa mpo da. Unhunu nusu ni ne ban. Because obia kache o say not nti unhunu na pa. Ghana for say subai no. In these last days ayekwakoto aba. Don't be fooled by that. Say abain nim say president nje bribe. Government has nothing to fear. Say president enkwaje bribe. Na obisa waje bribe. Video ni ba. Yenya yeti o mani mu ayekwakoto aba. We will know. We will not allow any politician to try to outsmart our minds. We will not allow any politician say or no say eye fake nti yen ntum say eye fake na yen de ani adwene yen yenim nyansa yen brofo no ye kan yen te ase na yen ye tronso yen kan yen te ase na. Allow us to watch the thing ourselves. Allow us to analyze the thing ourselves. Allow us to watch the story and form our own opinions ourselves. You don't tell us what to believe and what not to believe. This is Ghana and it belongs to all of us. Ghana for asem we ya makan be ye program wie na moti se biribi atome a e asem we ntia me wie program yi na moti se biribi atome a e ma ne nyon wanwa se asem we ya mabosu yi e na akofa sa asem na ba. But some of us have sworn, stand by this flag, say yan fiasie anka no kranchire Ghana mpanimfo Ghana politicians ama womu anfa Ghana for serious this country will go nowhere. We have to be rough with them. We have to be rude with them because for far too long they have paid lip service to corruption. Hey, an incorruptible president. Media nam mansusu da. Mandan so da yeda. Mandan jini da. Se obi betimi anya kukudro aka se President Akufo-Addo akwaje bribe. An incorruptible president, even for propaganda purposes, even for fake news purposes. President Akufo-Addo, according to the way he has been branded, I think sir is the least person anybody or see or person gunu fit to use bribery. Na say susuan pa say obi wo evidence of the president taking bribe there. Enya na ye nyina ye pese ye hwe. We all want to watch. We all want to see it for ourselves and determine whether it is or it is genuine. Don't allow politicians to throw dust into your eyes. I heard of the so-called story. The information minister and communicators within the NPP are busy going around labeling a story that is yet to come out fake when all of us have not had the benefit of watching. We would want to watch it and determine whether it is fake for ourselves. We will not allow politicians to label it fake and force us to believe it is fake ahead of time. This so-called video alleged by Justice Annan is an alleged bribery scandal that is going to send this government into coma. He says this story is a storm and the NPP government will be looking for life support. He says that this story will be like a tsunami within the NPP. And he goes ahead to label the story as fake and tells NPP communicators to get ready to also label it as fake. But I call on you, the good people of Ghana, say as much as fake stories will be thrown out in these last days to elections, fake responses and concocted defense would also come. Hey, me enya me wan da. Say be a story ni correct. E true pa. Election ti ye be fan kwofo bi amoma be kasa se ade ni ye fake. Enya me wan da. Say ye ba be kwa kofre impanimfo bi a be a omo ho story ni mu. Say omo be kasa enya no kre. But ni nyina nkamfua enkoma akoso ewo story ni mu. Ene ne ekoso nyina no ye nyina ye behwe. Na ensemu a womo be ka omo de be defendi one story no ye de eno ene ne asi wo story no mu atoto nsani ani ne abusa se hwana na eka no kre. We the Ghanaian people will determine who is telling the truth in this so-called video. We are the ones who decide whether we want to vote according to that video no or not. And it is not in the place of any politician, no matter who you are. Not even the president can come ahead of this video to come and tell us that it is fake. We have to make that determination, and we will make that determination individually. I will not be surprised. Say in these few days, mobete coronavirus, say figures ukosro, me, I will not be surprised. Say in these few days, you better say coronavirus figures ekosro, so that the media will be forced to discuss those issues. I will not be surprised. Say in these few days, and so ye baba be kan sambia, and also nya no kre to create a buffer and a defense for government. Me, I will not be surprised. Say in these few days, because of story bia ye see eba, ye betimi edi bibi fufuro bi aba. Eno na ebe gi media na attention. Ama obia edi sankomo no na asemo efa corruption ho ye de ato baabi. I will not be surprised. Say in these few days, ye be shada kwakochi obi. Muntie mi ye. I will not be surprised. Say in these few days, ye be shada aye arrest bi wo kromu a Ebema enu na ba be topic ankofo send ye be ya story a eye nokre no obia enka. I will not be surprised that people will be lined up. I will not be surprised that civil servants are omuntanya interviews. Omuntanya kasa in the media. I will not be surprised that civil servants will now come out to speak, to either defend or to say bribi and tro. I will not be surprised that some women will be brought up to come and lie. I will not be surprised. And don't be surprised when you begin to see diversion of attention. Sinupi no kreno eye ba ko pe me maka kiro asem we ya mabosu say in these few days muti se bribia to me I will link it to asem we. In these few days muti se stream TV attack bia ba stream TV so a na yes story we any asem wa makan. In these few days muti se ya bo bibi tuo ana ya kidnap bibi ma ana ya yemi bibia na nye bibia sesa asem we. Nobody is bigger than this country. We have a nation to build. Look at the way our young people are despondent. Look at how people are frustrated. They don't get jobs to do. Look at the spate of corruption. Sorry see a kasama Ghana no kura ye kanti na ye ho ye hi. No kura ye kanti na manfo tata ye. No kura ye kanti wonamwa ni ye recordo so that they will blackmail you. Don't also be surprised that in these few days, Aban Ede in comfort tapes be bonting so that those people will lose credibility. Don't be surprised. Opposition for betuagum, omo ewa ben musu to biagum, ni nyina nkemfu amese Ghana for enye ni opposition be ka kire say NDC for ba bonting me ka kire say sa video krona Justice Anankano eye genuine enye ni oma ka say eye genuine nti na so agye di say genuine. Take your time and watch the thing yourself. Say NDC for ena you say President Akufo-Addo bribe. President Akufo-Addo bribe wa ha video be then. Ye maninye din. Ask for the video yourself. Watch the video yourself. Analyze it yourself and draw your own conclusion. Don't let an NDC man tell you say Adeni a genuine into a genuine. And don't let an MPP man tell you say I heard of the thing by a fake into a fake. Tobo ne sha de no. Tobo ne hwe wonte brofo amobi enchechiremu say ye twi nso na omobe story no na ye twi na beba na wonte twi apa obi no nchirechiremu chiro. Nobody will think for us. Nobody will analyze for us. We will do it ourselves. We are Ghanaians, we are independent, and we are politically aware. Sinupi no kreno eye ba ko pe. Mapon. Yes.
Big Oscar gang singing from my tune. So much trials, drowning right through so much stress in the system. Me like to ask from where does this stand? Believe, begin, become. What's on your heart and in your mind, only Jah know. You are the very what you see. Make me tell you so that's no greed. Oh, nyami, oh, oh, yo mungwangwa, yo mungwangwa, yo mungwangwa. chili and suya was a young one, a young one, a young one. One more time, suya, who a young one, a young one, a young one. Young chili and suya was a young one. Oh, Yamibo, oh, Yamibo, of this world would not bring us down. Where Jaja guides is sure to provide. Trust and obey Almighty alone. Only Him alone is the giver of life and strength and peace of mind in times of war. He makes a way for you and I, so we can so